All right, is this thing on? Test, 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 test. It looks like it's on. Good evening. This is Dave. This is What's Up, Dave. This is the daily stream that I do to catch up with my friends on the internet, talking about a variety of projects that I'm doing and just shooting the breeze about what's going on. So, what's happening this week? Today, Thursday, November 2nd. Why is that so loud? 1 second. I'm experiencing a sound issue. Alright, so that's better. Sorry about that. I freaked out. So, let me see what I said in the chat room. So, what am I doing today? Follow up and cleaning up the basement. Like yesterday. Like, I was concerned about the enormous emotional task it was going to be to clean up the basement. The basement's been a huge mess. If you've seen some of the past episodes of What's Up, Dave, you've seen like how messy it is. And one of the big issues is like there's that giant mound of stock behind me that I need to move out of the living room. Since Dad's coming here this weekend, he's going to be here for 3 weeks. So I need to move all that into the basement, but the basement's full of crap. So because the basement's full of crap, there's nowhere to move that stuff. I also need to move stuff out of the master bedroom, so there's room for all the guests to stay, because my sister will be here, and her boyfriend, and etc. So I need a place to sleep too, and the other bed is in the basement, which is covered with boxes. So there's this enormous amount of movement that needs to happen, and I wasn't sure what the solution would be. And that's like the worst case scenario for me, is like to have to be able to do something, and not be sure what the outcome is, and whether the outcome is going to be good or not. If it's going to be, if I can even imagine it being good. I tend to obsess about these kind of things, and I can't see past it until it's done. It's weird. I've been trying to figure a way around thinking that way, but it just seems to be the way I'm wired, and that's what maybe I have to accept it. That might be an interesting topic for later. Accepting the way that you are and just working through it. It reminds me of something that I was reading about someone who was depressed. I think it was an illustrated, kind of like a cartoon strip, about how like living with depression is like living with a really bad dog, and how you learn how to deal with the bad dog, and the dog never goes away. Which sounds terrible, but I guess having the attitude of just facing that things are like this. And involving some sort of strategy to deal with it head on. That might be the thing to do. So I'm going to set up my phone here so I can like go and roam. So I need to set this up so I have NDI monitor turned on. And I need to make sure the microphone is off on this. I set this record. Now I need to run the NDI program here on the Macintosh, which I can never find because it has a really ugly icon. Oh, there it is. I need to move it over to this monitor, and then I think just select it. It should be going now. Okay. So I'm going to switch to the NDI monitor now. Split NDI mode. Okay, so I can go downstairs and show you what's going on. Hopefully the microphone will hold signal. Ugh! Alright, so going to full screen, NDI, noink. So let us see what's in the basement, why don't we? Let's try not covering the monitor. So, into the bells we go. There's this giant pole that I found in the basement, and I'm not sure what it's from. It might be a railing, actually, now that I think about it. So it might have been a railing that they were planning on putting up here, because it's actually the length of the stairs. So we've actually made some progress. I just took a whole bunch of stuff to the dump. And so here, this is some storm. So this entire area here is now clear. Hope this audio is working. And I'd forgotten I'd installed these lights here, because this used to be a workbench. So now it's relatively clear, and I can actually like do stuff up here. And there's still even some storage that's down here still available. There's some photo lights. And so this stuff I haven't really gone through. A lot of this is like just old boxes that I've been culling down for years, but still can't quite bear to get rid of some of them. Toys from various office environments. old software. But this whole area here, this used to be just filled with crap. And now it's largely empty. This is something I need to sort through. These are like books that I'm going to take upstairs and just get rid of and move. Some old circuit boards. These are old Apple II motherboards. These are knockoff ones. But this is the one I built when I was a kid. I need to put this in a shadow box or something. So yeah, this generally, so I can put all the stock, all the boxes that are upstairs, they can go up here. Now, and then maybe go through this wood. This got soaked during the flood, so I might have to just throw it all out, which is too bad. But it's very promising right now. Things are looking up. But the rest of the basement, there's these office supplies I'm just going to get rid of. I'm going to take them to Goodwill and just like unload them there. There's some miscellaneous boxes full of electronic stuff. These are empty boxes. But here are the major piles. This is a pile this used to be all that stuff that was in the showroom, the stock room the storage area I just showed you. This is old media stuff with a little bit of extra keyboards. This should be over here. So old hard drives. I got rid of a bunch of them. Old CD-ROMs, old stuff from the 90s. Here's a SCSI tape drive. Here's a box of vintage USB devices. So this is stuff that I need to sort through. And then this is a big box of keyboards. I've got like 20 different keyboards. I love keyboards. I've got this thing, for example. This is a Matthias Half keyboards. These things are worth $500 now because they don't make them anymore. Here's an extra USB Space Saver keyboard. So this is the futon that everything is sitting on. I need to actually sleep on this. There's a bunch of like old music gear, music recording gear, old cables, some old Apple II. That's an old, that's an LC Classic too, I think. I just got rid of a couple of monitors and like an old Mac Classic too that I garbage picked years ago but never did anything with. More toys. These are just stockpiled gifts. But I think I can redistribute them into this pile here. Now that I'm going to have those shelves over there, back there for stock-related stuff, all these boxes down here can move, and then I can open up this entire shelf unit to have more, to store all that stuff, and I can categorize it again. So if you haven't seen this before, this is my shoebox filing system. And what I did is I collected all my junk into arbitrary categories. This is my folksonomy of storing stuff, basically. Envelopes for coins. These are things that are important to me. It's print samplers and other promo kits, cigar smoking, computer mobile media accessory, good luck charms, picnic stuff. They're kind of a category, a taxonomy of my interests at the time. If some project catches my interests for some reason. And so index card supply dock, that was a project I was working on. Portable hard drives, computer diagnostic and hard drive recovery tools, soldering stations, high-8 camcorder accessories, paper samples for the printable CEO, some miscellaneous stored stuff, labeling machines, picture frames. That's what I was looking for. And so this actually needs to be sorted too. But there's a lot of stuff like that. There's a whole box of like storage boxes there that need to move. But if I can free up these shelf units and start redistributing stuff around there, I would feel pretty good about that. And then maybe this will start to have a semblance of, oops, I keep covering that up. It'll have some semblance of organization. There's still stuff I can get rid of too, I think. I need to move that teletype down here on this teletype stand. So, progress is being made, but the important thing is I've gotten enough done now so I can actually start moving stuff from the upstairs master bedroom to down here. But the first what I'll probably need to do is just clear all this stuff out and move that downstairs. So that can probably wait. We'll see. This is my cool hedgehog pillow. So that's what's going on with that. Let's turn this off. Switch back to live cam mode. Turn that off. So that's the basement. I'm actually feeling pretty good about that progress. Next up is this thing I got. I bought a new bag, retail therapy. I don't know why I did it. It was on sale, it's 40% off. I have been thinking about trying to find some kind of bag that will work really well for just going to the coffee shop. Now I've got like quite a few different bags. And they're all good in different ways, but one of my pet peeves is when the bag tips over when I'm opening it up, or if I put it on the floor rather, and it flops over. I hate that. So I've been thinking, like, instead of getting these backpacks, I tend to prefer these vertical briefs. What I'll do, I'll try one of those tote style ones. I think this is a tote style bag. The other type I was looking at was like a different type of backpack, but I can't remember exactly what it is. Look, these guys use U-line too. So these are normally $99, I think, but this was on sale for $56. And what I'm planning to do with all these bags is like they become blog marketing expenses. Because part of the new blog design, or the new website design, I should say, is going to be able to showcase all the various things that I have. That's why I have so much stuff in the basement. I really want to make kind of a virtual shop / museum of things I like. Alright. This is nice. I also like this because it's a little bit less masculine than some of my other ballistic nylon bags. Alright, so this is like a tote style bag, and it looks like it might actually not flop over if I put it on the floor. Especially if it's weighted. So let's take a look inside and see what we've got here. Oops, I guess I'll move over here. Let me go full screen on this guy. Be aux cam. It should go full screen. Alright, so it looks like we've got a strap. This is from a company called HEX. I've got their other vertical backpacks. Their first one. I actually like this company. I mean, they're not the most expensive bags, but they have a pretty good balance of style and function. It looks like there's a laptop sleeve in here. I think this should fit a 15-inch laptop. This is a work bag. Water-resistant coating and organizer. Up to 15-inch laptop converts from tote to backpack with removable straps. I am a sucker for backpack convertibles. So it looks like there's some front pockets here. Pretty shallow. These would be for, I think, business cards maybe. This looks like these are the attachments for, I guess these must be the backstrap hooks. I can't wait to try this one out. What would I wear with this though? Oh, this is a strap? Where's the strap go? Like in here? There's another padding thing on the bottom. I sometimes keep this packing foam because it's a nice buffer in the bottom. Because otherwise it's pretty lightly padded there. But it looks like it won't fall over, which is like really what I want. If I put a laptop in it, I think it's the design of the bag is such that it's trapezoidal. So it tapers toward the top, which means if the laptop is in it here, the center of gravity will tend to push it inwards rather than outwards. So it should still be stable, even with the laptop in it. Oh, this is interesting. I wish they'd use I wish this had a different inside color. Like, nice burgundy would have been nice, or maybe something lighter, but this is all black. It's hard to see, but it's basically an organizer panel. This must be the iPad tablet holder. Let me see if it fits in there. iPad. Does it fit? It fits. Does it snapshot? It snapshot. That's actually nice if I was carrying my iPad around me. So what I think I like about this bag as opposed to some of the other ones I've had is that it's maybe easier to carry file folders in it. Where's my file folder? Where did I put that? Can't find anything. As I mentioned before, like the state of mess in my house has really been bothering me. Well, let's see. I don't know where anything is. I guess we'll just use this thing for. This is an experiment, a box I was using to experiment with holding household bills type stuff in it, so I can stand it up in a corner and see like what my household to-do list is. Well, does it fit? I mean, I can dump this whole thing in here. And there's still room for maybe another couple of books. So this is already great. This could be my going to work bag, or going to Starbucks bag. I might try it later today. I like it so far. And then here's the place for the laptop. Oh, the one thing I'm missing is where do I put all of my accessories? Alright, so we're going to have to try something out here. So here is my current bag. This is my benchmark cheap bag. This cost me $20 from Meh. And it's a convertible. It's a vertical / horizontal brief. So it's actually not bad. I mean, it tends to flop over because of the weighting in this. It's got these pockets. It's got these pockets in the front that you can open from either side. Okay, this is the issue I think I probably have. So what makes this a good work bag is that I can carry all my stuff in it in compartments. So I tend to have my accessories in little sub pouches. This is the power. I have instead of carrying the full-size Apple one, I have the short one, which is helps. It also has a built-in current detector, so I can tell if the outlet I'm trying to use is dead. And generally it holds better. So this is my travel setup. I actually have two power supplies. One of them is plugged in permanently in the wall, and then this is the travel one, so I don't ever forget to bring it with me, because there's always one in here. Cost of doing business. Then on this side over here, I have one of those cocoon griddits. And this is stripped down quite a bit, but it's like accessories. Like here's a second monitor attachment thing, a nail clipper so I can type, an SSD in an external case in case I need external storage for some reason, headphones, and on the back in this pouch are like, you know, the essential cable kit, like a USB to USB 3 for the SSD, charging cable for Lightning, a micro USB to USB-A, and a mini USB to A accessory. Here's a little notebook in here in case I need a little notebook. I don't forget what these are. What is this? Oh, this is my Sephora card. I finally signed up for it. I didn't just show everyone my number, did I? Let's see. So what's this? I can register this? This is the bag itself, I think. But $20, it wasn't a bad deal. Where it shows as a $20 bag is the things in like the type of materials. It's a little thinner, the quality of the stitching, the lack of padding, and the precision of the construction. But overall, it's not a bad bag. I mean, like, so every other bag I'm going to get, I'm going to compare to this. These magnetic clasps are on the weak side. The main compartment is a little thin. That's a pen thing. This is an emergency drink. But whether or not I can carry all this stuff in the other bag, that is probably the concern. So let's see if we can move it. If I have anything in pouches like this, it's easy for me to switch bags too. So here's everything that needs to go into that. Let me make some space here. So I got this. This is my Roost case. It's probably bigger than it needs to be, but it has the keyboard, the Roost, the mouse. It's got this. These are pens. I guess this is this could probably go in a drink pouch. And comparing this work bag is actually a little bit smaller than the other one. And I actually might lose the critical ability to... Yeah, actually I'm losing the folder ability already because I had to put all this stuff in there. So I might actually need a larger tote. But it all fits, but I just don't have room for the file folder now. Nope, this isn't going to work. It's a nicer bag. Actually, I really like it. But it doesn't solve the essential problem of having enough storage. That's too bad. I guess I could send it back, but I really like the bag. If I was just bringing the laptop without everything, well, this isn't too bad. I mean, it's a little bit easier to get into with everything in the main compartment. I can probably put the small notebook in this side container here. And so this is probably perfectly workable. There's just no room for an additional... yeah, there's no room in here for anything additional. So that's good to know as a reference. I also like these handles. These handles are nice. Not sure what to put here. Where's the backpack straps, though? Maybe it's in the box. I don't see anything. I hope you don't have to buy them separately. Where are the backpack straps? Are they hidden? This looks like where they go. Are they sold separately? I don't see where they are unless they're somewhere in here. I might have to ask them about that. Maybe they are sold separately. Otherwise, it's a nice bag. And where would they even attach? How would this even work? Does this somehow convert into it? Well, I'll look at the website again. Maybe they're lies. Anyway, that's today's What's Up, Dave. I'm going to start working on the master bedroom and start clearing that out. Start packing those boxes, so hopefully by tomorrow all that stuff will be gone. I think one of the challenges I'm issuing for myself this month is since I'm off my diet this month with family visiting for the month, I'm going to see if I can hold my weight and still have the access to all the different kinds of food rather than being a low carb and no sugar and all that stuff. It'll be a good test of whether or not I can mindfully eat now. Yesterday I just ate all these carbs. I had rice and I had like this eggplant dish. And I felt kind of like crap afterwards. It wasn't worth it. So I'm thinking of staying with my basic low carb approach and just being able to eat like little bits of stuff every once in a while. With the vacuum sealer, I can now save large quantities of things, or even get them out of the way. So maybe I have the tools I need now, and the experience, and the insight, and the desire to hold my weight. So the last weigh-in was 202.5 pounds. So I'm going to try to hold that weight until December 1st, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. That was today's What's Up, Dave. I'm going to find out what the hell is up with these missing backpack straps, or if they're supposed to be a separate order or something like that. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good week. So, boink. All right, I had to wait for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Although I forgot to talk about the ALDI parking lot. So, Aldi is if you haven't heard of it, it's like a kind of a discount supermarket. It's they have an interesting thing with their parking lots. They have the shopping carts, but to get the shopping cart, you need to put a quarter into a slot in the side of it to release it from all the other shopping carts. It's kind of like, I guess, airport baggage carrier things. And they do that because Aldi is extremely low cost, and one of the ways that they do their low cost stuff is by having very little labor available. It's usually like 1 or 2 people at the store at a time. Everything is self-service. There's no bags. There's no bagging. They just put in the cart. And to not have people bring the carts, not to have someone go out in the parking lot and bring carts back, they actually do this quarter thing. So it incentivizes you to return the cart. Anyway, there's this person in the parking lot. When I got out, I was about to return my cart. He said, "Hey, do you mind? Can I take your cart for a quarter?" And I said, "Sure." It was going to save me a trip back to the store to return the cart. And so he says, "I've got 2 dimes and a nickel." And I had already agreed. I said, all right. I don't like having small change. So it's like, yeah, okay, I'll take the two dimes and a nickel, even though that damages my ability to get carts in the future from Aldi. And so I was thinking after I gave it to him that he had done a pretty smooth, like a pressure negotiation move. So you get the momentum going, you offer a decision, you decide whether to take it or not. You don't want to be a jerk, so you take it. And he had a small daughter with him, though, so like, so he probably was. Yeah, I don't feel I was taken advantage of. But it occurred to me that since he had the 2 dimes and the nickel ready, and he specifically said, "I have a quarter." He didn't say, "I have 2 dimes and a nickel," because that would be not an equivalent exchange. He knew he was down in negotiation, and he thought he could pressure move it past it. And which I let him do it. And so, I was like, kind of grouchy about having 2 dimes and a nickel because I don't like small change. But then, like, behind me, I noticed, outside of his view, because it was behind my cart, the woman who had just left had left her cart there, which meant that I could take the cart, and I could return it and get a quarter. And so I did that. So I pushed that cart past him toward the... Well, he was loading his daughter into the car, and I just went and got my quarter, and then that was... I guess I kind of won, karmically. Although I was wondering if leaving your cart in the Aldi parking lot is kind of a way of paying things forward. I assumed that the woman was just in a hurry and she just didn't want to get out of the car and push her cart back because the quarter was like too inconvenient. Who knows? I don't understand. So that is the tale from the parking lot. Now we wait. You can stop this now.